We're on the problem that says the equation S equals 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r squared can be used to find the surface area S of a cylinder given radius r and height h. We're going to solve for h, the height of the cylinder. All right, so S is surface area. And I want to get access to this. So to do that, there's maybe a couple ways to do this problem and maybe a couple different answers also to get. But I'm going to first move this term. I'm going to pick this technique for trying it a different way. At the end, we'll maybe look at two versions of the answer to see if you ended up getting there, maybe just a different way. So we have S minus 2 pi r squared. It's a capital S because capital variables usually indicate that we have to do something to get this, like number crunch, like area, volume, perimeter, or surface area. All right, and then to get access to the h, I need to get rid of 2 pi r. So if you watch the video from one of the problems on the first page, I think it had a negative 3/4, and we used a negative 4/3. I said, don't divide with a fraction. In this case, that's okay because I don't get fractions inside of fractions. These cancel, these cancel, these cancel. And there's my answer, that height is S minus 2 pi r squared over 2 pi r. If you tried it another way, let's see if we can derive another answer. Since the denominator is one term, we could write it like this. Let's simplify this. Those cancel, and these cancel, leaving just one r in the numerator. All right, so there's two answers that we could get for A. Both are equally as good, just whatever one you chose to have. If you chose to have this one, you could have stopped there. If you did the problem different and you got this, then that kind of tells you that you did it correct. And then we're going to plug in some numbers. So we're going to take our formula. You pick whichever one you want to use. I'm going to use this one. And we have 80 is the surface area. It also has units squared. And we're going to type this in a calculator and round to the nearest tenth. We're only rounding once. We're going to use the pi button. You could type this whole thing in your calculator, or if typing all that is too annoying, 2 squared is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So you could type maybe a slightly simplified version, maybe like this. And by the way, this could be simplified a little bit by hand, but since we're rounding it, you'll type it in the calculator. Use the pi button and round to the nearest tenth, meaning you're going to look at the hundredths place and determine if it rounds up or stays the same. If the hundredths place is 5 or greater, you're going to round up.